Hey, I'm Carson James, and in this video we're just going to talk about a little deal that we did with this horse as far as putting his bridle on. He never threw his head or like evaded it or anything like that, but when you would go to kind of slide your finger in to get him to open his mouth, he would just stay kind of stiff-jawed, and you'd have to push kind of work with it, and about 15 to 20 seconds it was taking him before he'd turn loose his jaw and start chewing where you could slide the bit up in there. So I finally just decided to spend a few minutes on it, and the other day when I was going to put his bit in, I would slide my finger in like you do, and then I would only give him a second or two, and then I would kind of push it on in pretty hard on his tongue, and right when he turned loose his jaw, I would just pull my finger out and I'd start petting on him and stuff. So I would just put some, I did this about 4 times now so far. I would just squirt a little bit of jelly on this snaffle bit here, just to kind of give him a reason to want it a little bit more. So between those two things, after only, I don't know, a few times, not doing it much at all, he has really gotten a whole lot easier to take the bit. It's a lot easier to get him to turn loose in his jaw now and kind of relax it to where you can slide that in. Other good things to do are you can just get a piece of rope and pretend like your halter lead or something, and just do the same thing, and right when they relax their jaw, you just take it away. You can also do some things here where you just kind of massage their mouth with the bit like this, and that can also get them to where they're knowing to relax the jaw. So those are some really handy things you can do with a horse if they're not tossing their head or anything. They just seem a little bit stiff-jawed, or it takes a little too long for them to finally open up to take the bit in their mouth. And you know, as we go with these horses, and we've talked about this before, but it's pretty important that the human gets more particular and eventually starts expecting a faster response from the horse. You know, like the first time I put a bit in his mouth, I would reach in there and I would massage, and it was kind of just, I would just keep doing it until he would open. And these days, it's kind of more like, hey, you feel me barely reaching for your mouth, now you need to go ahead and get it open. A lot of times people never go past like first grade, so they never get them stopping better, turning better, side passing better, standing at the mounting block better, or you know, whatever it may be. So remember, it's important to become more particular as the horse gets more sure. Otherwise, you'll only get him where he's just kind of sort of doing it when it's a Tuesday and the wind's blowing the right direction, and he'll never really get sure, and he'll never get really good at all these things that we ask him to do. So I hope that helps you guys out, and we will see you next time.